Lance Stephenson just made a surprising decision. After going unsigned in the first wave of free agency, he's taking his talents overseas. Hey everyone, it's Devin Howard. If you want, follow me on Instagram at Devin Howard, click subscribe, and tap the bell for notifications. Before I fill you in on this surprising Lance Stephenson news, I am going to be doing a Q&A on the Fumble's Instagram tomorrow. If you have a question for me or for the Fumble team, feel free to leave it in a comment below or DM it to me or at the Fumble Sports on Instagram, and I can't wait to talk to all of you. Alright, now let's talk about Lance. So the athlete went unsigned during the first wave of NBA free agency, but that doesn't mean he's throwing in the towel on the sport altogether. According to Chris Haynes of Yahoo Sports, Lance just agreed to a one-year, $4 million deal with the Flying Leopards of the Chinese Basketball Association. This all comes after he signed a one-year deal with the Lakers last offseason after the Pacers declined his team option for the 2018-2019 campaign. Lance previously played some of the best basketball of his career for the Pacers. You might remember how they selected him in the second round of the NBA draft back in 2010. At the time, he helped lead the Pacers to the playoffs in each of his first 4 years, and back-to-back Eastern Conference Finals in 2013 and 2014. He was a steady triple-double threat during the 2013-2014 season. He averaged 13.8 points, 7.2 rebounds, and 4.6 assists per game. Then in 2018 and 2019, he averaged 7.2 points, 3.2 rebounds, and 2.1 assists per game, and he shot 37.1% from the deep. In the 2013-14 season, he played 35.5 minutes per game with the Pacers, but started to struggle after leaving for the Charlotte Hornets in free agency. He kind of bounced around the league after that. He played for the Clippers, the Grizzlies, the Pelicans, Timberwolves, and Pacers again before landing that one-year, $4.4 million deal with the Lakers last season. Once he was in LA, it seemed like he didn't find solid ground that easily. His performance was a little uneven. He had a couple of big games and was known for being a personality on the court. You all remember his air guitar celebrations. All of that helped him win over the fans. But his turnovers were damaging to a team that needed stability from its bench lineups, and his shot selection was often pretty frustrating with so many other players on the offensive end. His less than stellar recent season has cemented his spot on the bench in the NBA. But Lance is a versatile player. He can play off the ball or handle it, and he's flexible enough to work in a number of different lineup combinations. He can also defend multiple positions, and at 6'6", his sheer height is a valuable asset. But clearly the league wasn't allowing him to perform at his best, and I'm sure he preferred to live the life of a star overseas rather than sit on the sidelines in the NBA. In China, he should be able to take center stage for the season he plays. If he thrives, as he's expected to, it might be easier for him to land an NBA contract next season. But there are some drawbacks to playing in China. While the CBA does welcome foreign players, they, for obvious reasons, tend to put the spotlight on their own players. Teams are only allowed to have 2 foreign players on the roster unless they finished in the bottom 5 of the standing in the prior season, which the Flying Leopards did not. So Lance will be joined only by former Celtics player Brandon Bass among former American-born NBA players. They are also only allowed to play in 6 combined quarters per game, so there are several restrictions in place that can make it hard for a foreign player to truly shine abroad. But on the bright side, there have been plenty of players who have enjoyed enough success that they're able to return to the NBA afterwards. For example, J.R. Smith played in China during the 2011 lockout and landed with the Knicks after that. So Lance is obviously hoping that his run in China will pique the interest of an NBA team. He's a skilled athlete, so this plan just might work for him. What do you think? Are you surprised by this move? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to ask me anything either in the comments or on Instagram at Devin Howard or at the Fumble Sports. Check back in with me later for more news. I'm Devin Howard. See you then.